Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, my hair.
That's what we be doing.
My hair part is not good today.
Good morning, Roll Gang.
And welcome on in to this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake.
Hell yeah. What's going on, Rachel?
Well, we are back. We missed a couple of days of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Earlier in the week, I was not feeling pretty good. Sam was able to cover for me. Shout out to you. Thank you, Mr. Sky. And then we also took some time to think about the show, what we want to do with it, how we can help make it grow, and all of that. So if you have any suggestions or anything that you would be liking to see from the show, please let us know. You can either send us a DM or just comment on this post or literally any other post. We'll be able to see it and find it. We definitely want to give the best show that we possibly can and make sure that we are energized, excited, knowledgeable, and ready to be here. So
Every
weekday morning. And I am kind of going to be taking the lead of the show for a little bit. Sam has been working so hard on the show for the past year and a half now, carrying it on his back. So we are going to let him finally be able to invest his time and energy into other projects that he wants to be working on. So I'm going to kind of be taking over the show a little bit. Of course, though, with my wonderful co-host. We will still be doing the show together, but it's going to be more me planning it and stuff. So if you see a little bit of changes on the show, just know we're trying some new things. And thank you for your patience and your willingness to grow with us. So, with that said, welcome on in to this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. It is our Good News Monday episode. We're keeping that on Monday because I feel like that's extremely important to need to start the week off with something at least good.
Little positivity to kick off the week.
Positivity never hurts. But we'll just start off just with the question that we are asking today. It's just going to be, what is your highlight reel from the week? I just want to know one good thing, one exciting thing that happened in your week. And at the end of the show, Sam and I will both share something that we are thankful for or excited for that happened this week.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Super excited to hear all the good news from all the Roll Gangsters. Also really fucking excited that there's a new sheriff in town here on the Weekday Wake and Bake. I cannot wait to support your journey through the production phase. It is definitely difficult, but definitely rewarding. And I know that you're going to do way better at it than I ever did because you were always meant to be the person to take the reins. We were just waiting until you were ready. And now, 100% confident that you are. And I can't wait to commentate on all the stories that you collect and help you bring the juice every weekday morning for all the Roll Gangsters.
Oh, you're sweet.
Heck yeah.
So, I will just give a quick little shout out to the sponsor of the show, and then we'll get into the stories and the juice of the day. So, I want to give a major shout out to Oaksterdam University. Sam and I both went to Oaksterdam, and it was really beneficial to help us be able to get our careers within the cannabis industry. And you can use a promo code Rolling Spoon, which is one word, on their Oaksterdam website for classes in person or online, or even if you just want a nice comfortable hoodie or something like that, you can still get 10% off over there with that promo code Rolling Spoon. And then of course, one of the founding reasons why we are here, the Rolling Spoon, handy dandy cannabis multi-tool, helps you seal the deal and roll a dime every single time, just like what my co-host over here is doing with this beautiful joint he is rolling up for us today. He will be sparking it in a second, and then that's what will hop into the story. But we do have one comment from Stoner Solex. I got my plans for my future house on the way. I'm hoping by next year I'll be a homeowner. That is
Let's go.
huge. I feel like especially in this day and age with rent so high and pay not being up as much and all the bills and everything, super hard to actually become a homeowner now. It used to be like your parents would say, work hard, you go to college, you'll get a good job, all of that. People are doing that now, and it's not working out the same for them. So huge congratulations on that. That's incredible and such a highlight of, honestly, a highlight of a life, honestly, being able to afford a house. So shout out to Stoner Solex for being able to purchase their new home. So congratulations.
Major congrats, Stoner Solex.
And then we have Reed Lewis saying, really gonna ignore me, Sam. He said, what's up, bro, earlier.
Let's go. What's good, Reed? The homie Reed tuning into the show. Absolutely love to see all the Roll Gangsters. Reed Lewis and Stoner Solex tuning into this beautiful Good News Monday live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, it's Rachel's. This is the first of a very new era of Weekday Wake and Bakes, and I cannot wait to hear this. What is it? Is it a story first?
Yeah, we do have that Good News Stories. It's honestly really good. It's one story today, because I felt like keeping it short and sweet with just one really, really good story. So
I think that should be the main flow. Just if there's not more than one good news story, then I like what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
I feel like sometimes if you share too many, it takes away the importance of some, and especially if like one's really good and one's kind of like kind of good.
We've done that a lot, and I feel like it'll help us to eliticize the stories that we choose to share on the show.
Absolutely. So while he is sparking that beautiful joint of
peyote cookies.
It's
hitting the spot. It's really touching that itch for me.
I'm glad. So our good news story is about a man that heads into a wildfire zone to rescue dozens of pets because he said, I didn't want them to be forgotten. So Jason Card drove to a nearby SPCA, kind of broke into it, but then he loaded up his truck with a bunch of dog crates, and he headed into Yellowknife, Canada, where the fire was happening, and collected dozens of animals that were left behind at people's houses or on the side of the road and everything.
Wow.
So this man, Jason Card, ended up saving dozens of animals' lives. Very selflessly went into the wildfire.
Burning homes, burning areas.
Yeah, and apparently he has no injuries, nothing like that. He came out unscathed and saved dozens of animals' lives.
They don't make them like that anymore.
They don't make them like that. Maybe they've got more heart and soul up there in Canada. Who knows? But
no doubt.
Jason saving the day for dozens of families and pets' lives, but the families left their pets, That's the part of the story that's like, if there's a wildfire or anything happening outside or near our house, I could not imagine leaving Binks or Vinny.
No. Never. Oh my God. They'd be the first in. They'd be the first in the car.
Yeah.
We'd be after them. But honestly, it's a really fucking heartwarming story. This homie Jason coming from Canada, the real life pet patrol. Fucking
real life pet patrol.
Yeah, saving the day. You can just imagine. He had a cage on his truck or something like that.
He went to the local SPCA and he went in and took a bunch of dog crates.
Oh, so that's what he broke in and took the dog crates.
Yeah.
Probably returned them after the fact, but
yeah, I mean, they were left for the fire, so I guess it's really not that. I mean, you can't criminally charge him for that, right?
You technically could.
I mean, it was in the middle of a fire. I guess they're thinking all that stuff would burn down. Yeah, no way. I mean, if I was the SPCA and I tried to press charges against this guy, you gotta check out your priorities because he was. As
He's
long as
doing their
no
work.
super bad damage was done to the place, there was nothing that said that he caused any damage or anything like that. So, but Jason saving the day in his
modern day
beautiful
pet
truck, driving through the fires, swooping up animals left and right. That's a pretty damn good way to spend your day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, honestly, modern day, like, pet style Robin Hood. Stealing the crates from the SPCA so he can save the dogs from the wildfire. That's an awesome good news story. Such a heart-lifting boost to the morale this morning. We gotta be a lot more like Jason. And
definitely. That is an incredibly brave thing to do because in reality he could have lost his life during it. Like something easily. Whether that's
wildfires, you like it's very easy to get circled in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then trying to drive through that, I mean, especially if you've got animals in the back of the car, stuff like that with the gas tank.
Yeah.
It just could turn into a horrible situation. So, Jason.
They ought to make a movie about that.
I know, right? Something. Yeah. Like, I bet you the adrenaline running through his body was insane.
I wonder if he gets to keep any of the dogs.
That's what
Were
I
they
thought
all
too.
Pets or strays too?
Mixture of both, whatever he was able to find.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because they can't defend themselves. I absolutely love this story.
Who knows, maybe if it was a stray, maybe if there was a stray animal or something, now all the dogs that he has that they're looking for their family or up for adoption maybe those strays now get a chance at having a home, you know?
They probably will. They're super popular.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be. There's some pretty famous animals right now.
Damn straight. Cool. Love that story, Rach. Love it. What's the next one we got pumping? Or before we get on into the next story, gotta give a shout out. The Rolling Spoon rolling us up a perfect dime. I mean, it barely even real. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that shit is hitting like a heathen this morning. Absolutely love smoking it with my beautiful co-host, Rachel. I'm the co-host now. That's the biggest piece of news this morning.
Yeah, that was a pretty big piece of news, too.
It's been that way. If you guys have been watching the show, you know Rachel's the straw that stirs the drink amongst the weekday wake and bake. But a little bit more accountability from here on forward. Taking the reins as the star, not just like being the low key, she didn't know that she was even the star type of star.
Oh,
but great first story.
Great first story. That is the only story because we just have the one, and I thought it was so good that it just needed to have its own time to shine. But we do have that question that's still out there, the what's the highlight reel from your week. And then
would love to get those answers from you, Roll Gang. Absolutely. Yes. Your good news story of the week. Anything good that's been popping in your life, right?
Yeah, anything good. Doesn't have to be anything super crazy. It could be a little thing or something as awesome as being able to purchase your first home. Whatever it is, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I mean, honestly, my good news is that there's like balance in the universe on the Wake and Bake. I mean, I cannot wait for this to be. I mean, I can focus on getting the host her coffee and making sure all the like P's and Q's are in order instead of getting all the stuff. Cause I don't know, you're not only really good at it, but taking a big load off of my shoulders too. So it's better than good news for me. It's fucking that's a highlight reel. For real.
That is pretty good.
Damn straight. What's yours? Do you have one or are you trying to pub it up some more?
I think my highlight reel of the week, I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I was pretty congested and feeling pretty down. Now I'm feeling my energy coming back, all of that, and I'm just grateful for that because anybody knows the second you get like a scratchy sore throat or congested or something, everything feels off. So it's nice to just feel like me again. I think that'll probably be the highlight reel.
Yeah, honestly, it was rough there for a second. Once the breathing starts to go, the rest of it.
Oh yeah, then you can't like sleep right, all of that. It's just painful.
You can't recover right, but super fucking excited for
But we do have one more question. Now, this one is me asking for help from you guys. So, Sam and I have been talking for literally months at this point. He hates my Instagram username. He thinks Rachel_Gualdoni is too hard to say. No one knows how to say it.
Listen, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just not like an influencer's name. You know what I mean? You don't see a brand name out in the world that's hard to recognize and pronounce. You know, Apple is Apple, and McDonald's, and I guess Nike, but even then it's that swoosh, you know? Branding is concise, it's easy to read, and it's got flow. And if we're gonna pub this up, if we're gonna make the wake and bake, we need everything to be crack cocaine.
Yeah, so...
Well, no crack cocaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe not crack cocaine. So, I am in, I guess you could say, desperate need of some help or inspiration for a new Instagram username. Right now, it is Prosesher Rach. I'm sure you can figure out who came up with that one. That would be Sam.
We're the Proseshers. We're the professional seshers, seshing every weekday morning. I really like it. I think it's super cute.
I think that it's super cute, but I feel like I'm just consuming your identity, and I want to have my own, you know? Because if I'm just Prosesher Rates, it's your Prosesher. I can't even say it right sometimes. Prosesher Sky. You know, I think that I want to come up with something different, something unique just for myself.
Okay, I see you. Prosesher is kind of funny too.
So, Stoner Solek says the first name is simple to say, you just leave Rachel. And I agree, I think Rachel is a super easy name. So, I want to try to do something with that. I like my last name. I think it's unique and I don't hate it. I understand it's hard to say and all of that, and some people don't know what the fuck to say when they say my name. So I understand that it's difficult.
How about you say Chigoziem Okonkwo?
Chigoziem Okonkwo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Chigoziem Okonkwo.
No.
Whatever. You can say Gualdoni easily. It's not...
No, you can. You know what I mean? It's one of
the names, once you hear it, then you understand how to say it.
Once you hear it a lot of times and practice it a couple times, you know, you would never understand, you know, just like Okonkwo is super easy to say for Chig or any diehard Titans fans, but, you know.
Yeah. I understand, but for the next week, I'm going to be trying to come up with something. So if you have any good ideas or anything like that, please feel free to DM me or DM the Rolling Spoon. Whatever you gotta do, we would be, or at least I would be, appreciative.
Strain of Rachel. Strain for the news and strain for the buds. Rob says Trickstacat.
I think it's because...
Yo, major shout out, chat champ of the show, Stoner Solex, absolutely commanding the chat this morning. Love to see it. Much love to Stoner Solex, the GOAT Rob Hine tuning into the show, Reed Lewis, shout out Elon, and really ruthless in the chat this morning. Would love to get your input on a nice, addictive, and, you know, smooth username for Rachel to attach her brand. You know, she's got such an addictive appeal, look, personality. We need an addictive brand to tag onto it, and I think it's going to be an absolutely unstoppable combo. So for your Prosesher Sky and Prosesher Rach.
For the week, we are Prosesher Sky and Prosesher Rach. We will see in 1 week from today on Monday what the new name will be. But for the week, we're going to go with that and see what we can come up with. I know we've tried to use AI to help us, and they've come up with some interestingly bad ones, in my opinion.
Authentic Rach.
It looks too much like a different word, and it makes me extremely self-conscious, so I don't think I want to go with that one. We'll see what we can come up with. We've got two pretty good brains here. We have to be able to come up with something. And we've got the Roll Gangsters help.
Pretty good brain.
The little kitten. He's got a little brain in here.
He's got a great nut brain. But we're going to rely on all you Roll Gangsters. The membrane of our, I don't think that's the word. Like the super brain. There's like the central processing unit for your Wake and Bake hosts, your loving co-host Prosesher Sky, and the one and only host of your Weekday Wake and Bake, Prosesher Rach, in the building.
Thank you for all of your love and support. We will see you tomorrow for another episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. We will be reviewing a couple products tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for your patience with everything. I know we've been figuring out some stuff, but we appreciate everyone that's sticking by us and still supporting us. So we love you. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Bye. Peace.
Later, Roll Gang. See ya
Rolling Rachel.
Tomorrow.